The sandwich scene in Stockholm has changed a lot in the last couple of years.
I love sandwich shops because they challenge chefs creatively. So when I learned that there is a New York-style deli in the center of Stockholm that takes famous Italian dishes and puts them between two buns, I knew I needed to check them out and find out if their sandwiches are any good.
No one has really just taken a dish from Italy and just like sandwichified it.
But to really understand how diverse the Stockholm sandwich scene can be, we're going to visit these two sandwich shops first. We will check out Mackverket, which started as a humble food truck and has since evolved into an artisan sandwich institution in the city. Then I'm heading to ERTH, which is a full-on butcher shop with dry-aged steaks and the kind of meat expertise that makes you feel like you should be taking notes.
In the restaurant, we have something we call a goffa macka. That's a big, juicy sandwich.
And finally, we will end at the place that started it all, Dubla Deli. There I'm going to be chatting all things MasterChef Sweden and see if their sandwiches live up to the hype.
The MasterChef experience gave us the confidence we needed to create this.
Hi, I'm Polly. I used to run restaurants in London for over 10 years, and now I'm on a mission to travel to 100 destinations whilst asking local chefs the ultimate question, what's good to eat?
Let's eat some sandwiches.
Yeah.
It's long overdue.
Yeah.
Perfect. Tack.
Awesome. The first stop is Mackverket. It started out as a humble food truck, and just 3 years later they've expanded to 4 locations across Stockholm, so clearly they're doing something right. How do you pronounce the name?
Mackverket. So mack is like almost sandwich. Macka is sandwich. So the whole idea is that the sandwich is more than just a snack, it's a whole meal.
Mackverket exclusively uses sourdough for their sandwiches, and I love anything on sourdough.
We have like the statement pieces. For example, the chicken sandwich, which is the most popular. We start off by frying the bread on the grill. The texture on the bread when you grill it is very nice. And then we also heat up the protein, which is chicken in this case, and then also some bacon. And then after that, we fry an egg. We put all that on top of the sandwich. And then put some mayo, barbecue sauce, a lot of Parmesan cheese, and red onion, and then lettuce. The chicken sandwich has always been on the menu, and we like to keep it as a place that you can come back and eat the same things.
Also, like the location is pretty interesting. So it's another food hall that I'm sitting at, and there's like quite a few different food spots that you can order from, and it's Thursday, 5 o'clock, and it's full. So when I was talking to Merlin said to me that basically when they serve their sandwich, they usually serve it with crisps as well, but they also ordered an extra house dip and a little garnish of a pickle. But you know what? I think one of my favorite shots so far has been when Merlin actually cut through the sandwich and opened it up. You can literally see all the layers in chicken, fried egg, and greenery. And also, can I just point out how beautiful is the wrapping? Everything is like in white and red colors. You also get lovely sticker over here as well, so you know what sort of sandwich you got. And in Swedish, it's kockling and parmesan. Let's have a cheeky dip. I think it's like roasted peppers and peas, but this is really creamy. Wow. And it's vegan as well, which is pretty awesome. All right. Nice and hot. Here you go. Smells amazing. I love my sourdough, so I'm pretty excited about this. I wasn't sure about the red onion, but the red onion actually cuts through chicken so nicely. They have mayo and barbecue inside, so that's what adds the sweetness. And I really like the whole combo of chicken, egg, and bacon. It's kind of like a classic trio, isn't it, when it comes to protein? So, and now I just got a bit of the parmesan as well. Oh, that's so good. It's very protein heavy in the best possible way. I love it. And now I'm gonna do something that only Brits would probably understand. I used to live in London after all. Some habits just don't die. Yeah. Face full of mayo. Yeah, don't judge me too harshly. I'm clearly having a jolly good time here. Thank you so much, Peter. Have a good one. Okay, bye. Bye, bye, Merlin. This was really good, and I really enjoyed the fact that like they are so strong on branding. Like those poppy whites and red colors are always standing out, and I think they're going to be opening more places, which, you know, with this banging sandwiches, they should be doing that. So that was really good. Let's go to the next place. Mackverket kind of set the standard for what a really good artisan sandwich in Stockholm should be. But now we're heading back to the city centre to see if ERTH's Butcher Boys can top my first experience. And now I'm gonna go and see the Butcher Boys at ERTH. They are located in this food hall behind me. And we're gonna go and eat the steak sandwich with them. ERTH is located in the Hötorgshallen food hall downstairs, which is packed with kiosks selling various goods from all over the world. Busy, busy, busy. And we're here to meet Johan. Ta-da! ERTH's Instagram page is actually the reason why I picked them for this video. I literally could not stop salivating all over my keyboard. But the butcher shop looked even juicier in real life. I mean, just look at all this beef.
My name is Magnus, and I'm the manager here in the butcher store. ERTH, as we call it, it's a butcher shop here in central Stockholm. We also have a restaurant, but we specialize in high-quality meat, special cuts from Scotland. That's a good meat country, or how you say it. They have proper steaks there. We have some French meat, and of course we have real Kobe beef here we sell here. You need special license for that. I think you can buy it from like maybe 5 places in Sweden, and we are one of them.
Wow.
Yeah. The ones we're most proud of is the Swedish cuts that we dry age. We buy in special cuts, extra nice marbling, the top Swedish meat, and we dry age them here.
The guys at ERTH dry age their meat for a minimum of 30 days. The meat is kept secure in the refrigerator with ventilation and low humidity. And this helps meat tenderize and create a lot of flavor. And Magnus was kind enough to let us inspect one cut up close.
Yeah, here we have my favorite, I would say. This is a T-bone steak. It's dry aged for a month. It's a Swedish beef. On this side you have the New York strip. And here is the fillet. So that's a perfect steak with 2 cuts in. This is an older animal. You can see that in the fat here. It's yellow. That comes from the grass that this animal eats.
Seeing this beautiful T-bone steak up close was awesome. These guys really know their meat. And now it was time for Magnus to prepare my steak sandwich.
In the restaurant we have something we call a goffamacka. That's a big juicy sandwich. We use the meat we have in the counter here, and it's always nice, juicy, tender pieces. Ribeyes, New York strips, tender cuts. We bake the bread here every morning, these lovely ones. So one steak sandwich, it's a half baguette, always fresh. Caramelized onions, aged cheddar cheese, and mayonnaise with jalapenos. So get a little bit, little heat in there. Yeah, we think it's nice.
Cheers, guys. Honestly, my favorite thing of just like making these videos is to chat to the local people who are doing the thing and they're really like into it and really proud of it. So like chatting with Magnus, who has the knowledge of 20 years being a chef, who is now found himself running the butcher shop for the last 3 years. He knows his stuff and he's very proud of it, and so he knows his cuts and he knows what pairs well with what. It's just these type of connections that I'm seeking out when I'm making these videos. So for me, just kind of learning and being next to the pro who knows what he's doing is just such a like awesome experience. The fact that I can actually taste it is just almost like a cherry on top. I appreciate it a lot, but I really do love my time filming and being with the guys in the kitchen. Let's show it to you what we have here. Look at this. Oh my God, this is amazing. 3 different cuts today we have here inside. We have the seriously strong cheddar from Scotland, some jalapenos, some caramelized onions, and a fresh French baguette. It just smells so amazing, like grilled steak smell. It's yummy. Oh my God. So much flavor. Jalapenos definitely add a little bit of that kick. Strong cheddar is really strong, but let's talk a little bit about the meat here. So the cuts that I've got today are Swedish Wagyu beef, which obviously adds lots of fattiness. Then we have Scottish prime here, and the most amount of steak here we have of dry aged Swedish rib eye. So it's really tender and has lots of meaty flavor. So obviously I cannot tell them apart which one is which, but overall having so many different cuts here, it's, you know, some of them are fattier, some of them are just like really meaty. Like this one here, oh my God. And what I learned today is that they also use tallow. It's fat that really can handle high heat, and it actually kind of like helps to sear all the juices of the steak. So that definitely adds a lot of flavor to the steak. Honestly, I have to say, this is just jam-packed of goodness here. It's a beefy sandwich. I'm gonna be rolling out of here. Ooh. Oppa.
Our next stop is actually 5 meters away from the ERTH butcher shop, and it's called Dubla Deli. This is the place that initiated this whole Stockholm sandwich scene video. And I'm here to meet with Hedvig and Zach to talk about 3 things. A, how participating in the Swedish MasterChef competition changed their lives, why they decided to open specifically an American Italian deli in Stockholm, and more importantly, try this delicious bad boy of a sandwich.
That's delicious.
So my name is Zacharias Lindqvist Hansson at Dubla Deli. I'm one of the co-owners together with Hedvig. And since we get to put our own titles, my title is Chief Sandwich Officer. The sandwich scene in Stockholm has changed a lot in the last couple of years. Most people saw a sandwich as something you eat for breakfast. I think we figured out that there's a kind of hole in the market in sandwich Stockholm because everyone loves Italian flavors in Sweden. People really go crazy about it, but no one really took dishes and made them into like hot sandwiches, and people love it. The name Dubla Deli comes from inspiration from the Italian Americans in New York. We wanted deli in the name because you have great buzz, great food. You can talk to the waiters, you can just like get to know each other. And then Dubla, which is double basically, stands for me and Hedvig, who started. We're 2 people. It also stands for the double sandwich, you know, the double bread, and you have a lot of fillings inside. When we thought about a menu, you can either go towards the classic New York Italian sandwiches, but then we realized, okay, no one has really just taken a dish from Italy and just like sandwichified it.
Yeah.
So that's when we started to think about the ossobuco. So the ossobuco is, I think, the sandwich that takes most time for us to make. We use veal, we use beef to get some more richness, we use bone marrow, we make a big broth, and then we cook it in the oven for like 14 to 16 hours so that the meat really like falls apart. That becomes the main part of the ossobuco, like the pulled beef almost, but with veal. And then we take the vegetables from the stew with some small pieces of meat. We mix them really finely with cherry vinegar, salt, pepper, and we mix it in a mayo. So you get like an ossobuco tasting mayo that we put at the bottom of the sandwich. And then we have some silver onion and red cabbage for the crunch in the sandwich. Put the pulled beef on top. And then we use provolone, a Italian hard cheese that melts on top really nicely. And then, because it's a very rich sandwich, you need some freshness. So that's why we pick the sandwich up with a gremolata, really like acidic, oily, kind of lemony, vinegary sauce. And then the best part about it all is that the jus that we cook the meat in, we strain it, we cook it down, season it, and you get to dip the sandwich in the broth. You cannot eat this sandwich nicely, but it's worth it. Every day of the week.
Here we are, guys. My ossobuco sandwich is here with the ossobuco bouillon. It smells amazing, but also can we just please recognize how gorgeous is the sandwich and how nicely it's layered. You can see pretty much every single ingredient separated there. But of course, the hero is the ossobuco meat. Nice and oily, I love it. Zach did say that it's going to be a very messy eat, but hey, I'm all down for it. Before I'm going to dip it in, let's try it on its own. Oh my god, this is so good. Zach did say that they tried to make a menu that is inspired by Italian American deli, and honestly you can feel that. The bread is nice and soft, and then you have those very strong typical Italian flavors like rocket with strong cheese there, and obviously ossobuco is just falling apart. It's so delicious and tender. This is really good. And then we have a bit of that ossobuco bouillon here. Yeah, it's pretty oily. And my favorite bit. Oh, look at this. You know what it reminds me of? When you just finished eating the stew and you have a little bit of that stew gravy left on the plate and you have a piece of bread and you just go and scarpetta it all from your plate. This is so good. I'm still amazed that both Hedvig and Zach have background of actually business management, but then MasterChef has really catapulted their careers.
I went into Swedish MasterChef competition 2 years ago, came fourth, and Hedvig went into the competition the year after and came third. The MasterChef experience, of course, really helped. You started to think about food in everything you do, started to develop kind of your food idea. But most of all, I think it really catapulted us and gave us confidence to start our own thing, our own restaurant. It gave us the confidence we needed to, create this.
Honestly, when we're talking about the flavors, it's just everything here works, and it's just like a big hug of flavors that you can get now in the heart of Stockholm. That's pretty dope. I will need a nap after this sandwich. Yeah.
So what have I learned today? I learned that Swedes really love their sandwiches big, hearty and packed with meat. So much so that I needed a nap after every single one. I'm not complaining though. I also learned that I'm fully on board for the idea of putting Italian hot dishes between two buns. The messier, the better. Next episode is going to be my last one from Stockholm, but it's also probably the most bread-heavy yet. I'm visiting 6 bakeries to settle, once and for all, the eternal question. Which one makes the best cardamom bun in the city? It's gonna be awesome, so tune in. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!